So when I reach up and hit the brake, I'm holding down the brake, letting go. Hold down the brake, let go. So it's communicating just fine. And then you got your auxiliary right here. So yeah, how's it going? Welcome back. So I'm kind of excited about this one. I have a car trailer that I've been working on so that I can go get a car that has been built. It's been at the shop for quite a while and it's finally ready to come home. So here we are in the last few weeks getting ready to wrap it up and go head out there. So pretty far drive and super excited. That being said, I had a trailer. Check my Instagram and stuff like that, my Facebook, and you can see kind of the progress and what I did with that. So anyway, as I was going through it, I actually found out that it has trailer brakes on it, which I'm pretty excited about that. And especially since I'm hauling a car, that's something well needed. So looked at all the components. Battery's still really good, fully charged in there, looks brand new. So with any luck, it'll work as long as I get a brake controller. So that's what this video is about. I will be driving the 2007 Chevy Trailblazer. It has a 4.2 liter. I'm not sure if that makes a difference, but I'm trying to look at videos on how to wire up a brake controller on that. And man, there's some sloppy videos out there. So let's make one. As far as the brake controller, I will have the link in the description below. This is what I got right off of Amazon. Really affordable. So I'm gonna open this up and show you what we got. Okay, here's all the contents that was in the box. Pretty straightforward. You have your brake controller. It does have the manual override on it right here. It's got your gain and your boost. There's the pigtail that would go to this. To my understanding, I'm new at this. To my understanding, all the colors are going to be the same on these brake controllers. Now, the wires or the plug in your vehicle is what varies, but that's what this is for. Also, I think this is pretty clutch. Instead of splicing and cutting and crimping or soldering and heat shrink and stuff like that, you can just mount this, which I'll go through this. You mount it under the dash wherever you would like. And then the 4 wires for your harness go in there, and then you match them up with the corresponding wires from your vehicle to it. So just kind of a nice little rail there. Then you got your mounting for your brake controller and the hardware for it. So I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to mount it, but you'll see it in this video. But the more important part is to find out where these wires are. I'll get you better views and better explain it. So without further ado, let's go. Okay, here we are right at the dash. So first thing you're going to want to do is get yourself a pick. I like this one. And get behind here. You're going to have 1, then you're going to have 2. You want to get behind it and pop it off there. Just like that. So once you pop those covers off, you're going to have 1 and then 2 7mm. Got one on a wrench or a screwdriver here. A 7mm socket. Go ahead and pull those out. Okay, once you have those 2, we're going to take 2 more out from underneath. All right, so as you come underneath your dash right here, right above the pedals, you're going to have your OBD2 port right here. So it's got a 1, 2 7mm. You're going to want to take both of those out. Okay, once you have both of those out, go ahead and take this and feed it up in there. Just like that. Okay, now we go ahead and remove this part. So it's got little clips in it. Just pull down on the bottom right here, just like that. Then just for your points, if you're having a little trouble, this one pops out, that pops out, that pops out. Okay, now once you're at this point, I guess you can maneuver this around and you can get to where you need to and work, but I like to have all the room I can, and it's only a couple more seconds taking this stuff off, so that's what we're going to do. So for this first one right here, this module, you're going to take your pick and go underneath right here, pull that tab up, and then slide the whole thing to the left, like that. So this is what it looks like underneath, just so you know. This next one right here, pry down right here at the end, just like that. Slide it off, just like that. Okay, now this whole cover is free. Just put it up on your dash. All right, and that's basically it. So now we're to the wires. So right when you have all that off, turn on my light. You come down under here, okay? And then right over here on your left, right here's your hood prop, right up here. And then right here are the wires. So they were taped, black tape to this thick harness, but these are the wires right here, trailer wires. And right here is the diagram. So it'll tell you the color and function of these wires. These four are all we need. Okay, now depending on if you have this brake controller, this specific one, or your own, like I said, I believe the colors are the same. But so I'm going to obviously be using the kit that I have. So I'm going to go through my steps just in case you want to get the same kit. So right here, this long harness, I'm going to go ahead and connect it to that. So just these already pre-pulled off pieces, you're going to want to pull those things off. It's going to expose the wire. And then you put the wire in these, no specific order, okay? Because you're going to get under there and you're going to choose which wire you want to hook on the other side to, you know, connect the circuit. So I'm just going to put them in whatever order I want to. And then you tighten the Phillips head right there and it crips down inside. See those little plungers? I'll go ahead and zoom in here. As you tighten it, that's going to go this way and crimp down on the wire. So make sure it's nice and firm. Okay, here we are. So I went ahead and put it in the same sequence that it is on the plug. I put it right on here. All right, so now we have our book. And this is going to show you which wires. And again, this is going to be for almost all brake controllers. So even if you're not using this exact kit, this color scheme right here, diagram, is still going to be the same. So brake blue, battery negative white, stoplight red, battery positive black. Okay, seems a little backwards to me. I feel like black should be negative, but anyway, it doesn't matter. This is telling you what those colors are and what they represent. So that's on our harness. And now when we go down here, the harness from the factory will also tell you what colors are what, and then we just match them up. All right, I went ahead and I stripped the wires, and it's not a long list, it's just a repeated list. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it here. Okay, so now we just go ahead and match them up and screw them onto our little manifold there. Okay, here we are. Now we got everything hooked up based on the diagram. So your orange is going to be your battery, which on here with the instructions, black is the battery. Red is going to be basically the switch for your brake pedal. When you hit it, it lights up the lights, so that's going to be considered a switch. What that's going to do is contact the controller to let it know that, hey, we're stopping, so activate the trailer brakes. White on your controller end is ground, so from the harness it's just the black. I think it's just the size of the ground isn't the concern here. You're not really drawing a lot of power, it's just a signal. So black ground goes to white, and then this right here is going to be your auxiliary for this. So this is going to give like an ignition source auxiliary part to communicate with the trailer lights and the connector back there. So having this hooked up, I flipped my key on. I didn't start the vehicle. I turned my lights on. I don't know if that's going to necessarily matter, but I did turn the lights on anyway, and just to confirm these things. So white should be the negative, and then we have a constant, which is your battery, which will be the orange, as you can tell in my multimeter. It's reading the voltage. The car is off. With the alternator spinning and the car running, it'll read 14. So then over here, this little blue one, like I said, that's your switch. So when I reach up and hit the brake, I'm holding down the brake, letting go. Hold down the brake, let go. So it's communicating just fine. And then you got your auxiliary right here. So as far as I'm concerned, that is hooked up. So now we just make it look good. I'll probably zip tie this up on that harness back under here. So I'll get a couple zip ties. I don't look to put screws in anything or mount it. Just zip tying it up out of the way will be fine. And then that'll give me plenty of room for this pigtail to where I can find out where I want it on the dash. So I went ahead and mounted it right underneath my right knee. I was thinking over here I had a little bit more room visually, but getting in and out of the vehicle, I didn't want to risk hitting it and stuff like that with my legs. And I can see it pretty good right there. So we went with that. And like I said, I zip tied it up to the harness, went through the holes, zip tied it to this harness, and then that'll go on the panel, this one as well. And then zip tied it, followed it all the way around to my kick right there. Pigtail will come out and it will plug in. There might be a little bit of wire showing as far as like this maybe, but that's completely fine with me. It's not going to be in the way. Also, guys, when you do whatever you want as far as placing your wires at wherever you have it, just make sure that it doesn't get in the way of your pedals and stuff. You don't want to go to hit a pedal and it get caught and snagged on the wire or even your foot. You know, that'll be pretty dangerous. So just make sure it's nice up and secure out of the way. Don't just shove it up there either. Just zip tie it or black tape it or something. So at this point, it's just kind of reverse the steps. Now I'm going to take my panel, put my panel on, clip these modules on, and I'll get back to you. All right, it's in and snapped in. The wires were definitely out of the way. Remember your OBD2 port, pull that through. That way you can mount it with your two 7mm. I went ahead and loosened up that panel and put the wire behind there just so it's a little bit more out of my way. As far as driving goes, nowhere near my knee and still able to see it. So next we will set this. Well, there you go. Trailer brake controller installment, and it was pretty straightforward. As long as you understand where your wires are and what they represent, what to hook them up to, stuff like that, then it's kind of a straight walkthrough design. So most vehicles come with it, but this is obviously for the vehicles or this vehicle that did not come with it. So as far as that Amazon kit, kind of came in clutch and worked just fine. So any tips, questions, comments, concerns, down in the comments, please. It'll help everybody. This is just something that I was trying to get done and squared away before I go up for my trip. And honestly, about an hour's worth of your time, it's done. As long as your things work on your trailer and stuff like that, and your other wiring goes fine, then they engage just like they should. You can adjust your gain, which is how much brake force goes to those, and then your boost, which is how fast it applies those brakes. So just kind of tinker with that, go back and forth. Your loads are going to, the weight anyway, the load is going to vary with your settings on your brake controller. That's why you can adjust it. So for my application, hauling around this car just for test purposes, it was just fine. So until next time, thank you.